Good morning, everybody. My name is George, and today we're going to be learning about lugworms, also known as below lugs and rockworms. When they are first born, they live in the water for a little while until they are old enough to go to land, where they will stay on hard areas at the beach, like maybe where rocks are. Then, as they are fully developed, they will begin to move to the sand, where they will stay for the rest of their lives until... what was it? Something about mating season. Ah, yes. Until mating season, will they go back to the water for a short amount of time. The below lugs spend most of their time in their burrows, near the sand that is shaped like a J. But there are also other worms. What were they called? Black lugs. Thank you. Black lugs that are much bigger worms, and they live deeper under the sand, and they have a burrow the shape of a U. The lugworms are a bit different from your average earthworm. You can see that they are a little bit thicker in the body, and they are still round, and as you get closer to the what does the tail look like? Yeah, okay. Yes. Closer to the tail, it starts to thin out. This worm also appears to have those rings that the earthworms have, along with little leg type thing. Below logs like to live in Britain, of course. Yes, they like to live in Britain, along with the northwest parts of Europe. This worm also lives for about 5 to 6 years. It's quite simple on how these worms get their food. Basically, every time they dig or burrow, they're eating the sand, which has the little organisms that they eat. They're also digesting the sand and pooping it out, just like how a earthworm eats and poops the dirt. In fact, they do this all the time, the lugworms reoxygenate the sand. Oh, thank you. That they reoxygenate about 30% the average amount of sand-covered beaches. The below lugs like to eat detritus in microorganisms. Lots of fish like to eat these little worms. That's why people often use them as bait. There was something else I was supposed to mention. Hold on, give me a minute. What else eat the worms? Oh, yes, thank you. Birds and flat fish also like to eat them. The rockworm's scientific name is Adenicula marine. Ah, yes, thank you. Adenicula marine. Now, I'm not going to lie when I say their mating habits are a little weird. When the lugworms are about 2 to 3 years old, they are old enough to start mating. They like to wait until the ocean tide is low, where they'll go to the water and make a small den, where the female will take about... how long do they take? They take 2 days. Oh yeah. About 2 days to lay all of her eggs. While the male proceeds to fertilize the edge of the den, so that whenever it becomes high tide, the sperm will be pushed into the eggs inside the den. You know how in your blood that oxygen is in your blood and it carries it to your organs, you know. Well, in your body there are about 4 sets that hold your oxygen, while in the worm has about 156. Oh, okay, yes, thank you. 156 sets to hold their oxygen. Also, like some lizards, this worm can also lose and regrow its tail. There are other lugworms in the family than just the below lugs. There is the black lugs and the yellow tail. Well, unfortunately this video has come to an end. If you are fascinated by the lugworms, there are information that I found about the lugs that go more into detail in the description. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Without further ado, have a good day and good night.
This is the end of the video, end of the video, end of the video. Pew pew. End of the video, end of the video. This is the end of the video. Pew pew. Pew pew. Pew pew. End of the video, end of the video, end of the video. Oh oh.